Philip and the Ethiopian eunuch. One day, an angel of the Lord spoke to Philip, one of the disciples, and said, "Get up and go south to the road that goes down from Jerusalem to Gaza. This is a desert road." Acts 8:26. Without hesitation, Philip obeyed and set out on his journey. Along the way, he saw a chariot carrying a man, an Ethiopian eunuch, a high official in charge of the entire treasury of the Queen of the Ethiopians, Candace. He was returning from Jerusalem, where he had gone to worship God, and was reading the book of the prophet Isaiah while sitting in his chariot. Then the Holy Spirit said to Philip, "Go near and join this chariot." Acts 8:29. Philip approached and heard the eunuch reading a prophecy. He was led as a sheep to the slaughter, and as a lamb before its shearer is silent, so he did not open his mouth. In his humiliation, his judgment was taken away. And who will declare his generation? For his life is taken from the earth. Isaiah 53:7-8. Philip asked him, "Do you understand what you are reading?" The eunuch replied, "How can I unless someone guides me?" Acts 8:31. He invited Philip to sit beside him in the chariot. Philip began explaining the scriptures, telling him about Jesus Christ, who fulfilled this prophecy. He suffered and died for the sins of mankind, and then rose again to offer salvation to all. As they continued traveling, they came across a body of water, and the eunuch said, "Look, here is water. What prevents me from being baptized?" Acts 8:36. Philip replied, "If you believe with all your heart, you may." Acts 8:37. Then the eunuch declared, "I believe that Jesus Christ is the Son of God." They stopped the chariot, and Philip baptized the eunuch in the water. As they came up from the water, a miracle occurred. When they came up out of the water, the Spirit of the Lord took Philip away, and the eunuch did not see him anymore, but went on his way rejoicing. Acts 8:39. Meanwhile, Philip found himself in another city, Azotus, and continued preaching the gospel from town to town until he reached Caesarea. This event shows that God leads people to the truth, and salvation is available to anyone who sincerely seeks him. The Ethiopian eunuch, though a foreigner, opened his heart to God and became one of the first Christians outside of Israel. His story reminds us that God never leaves unanswered those who earnestly desire to know him.